What's up, Gunplum modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs, and today I'm going to build this kit. The 1/44 scale high grade Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX from the Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX animated series. This is the new Gundam kit, or the Gundam mobile suit that Bandai released about a couple of months ago, and in a new series that came out about a month ago, and it's basically a what if scenario. Who'd have thought of that? It's not an alternate timeline. Maybe it is considered an alternate timeline, but it is a what if series. And I know that many people have been clamoring for a redone of the original series of, make a new Gundam series again with modern, like they did with Yamato 2199. Why not do a new Gundam series? But this is actually a what if scenario, as in what would happen if Char stole the Gundam and not Amuro. Or not, well, Amuro didn't steal it, but he piloted it to protect everybody. But in this scenario, Char decides to steal the Gundam. Now, this is not the Gundam that Char stole. This is actually, I guess, who knows? I haven't even get a chance to see how many years passed from the 1-year war. I didn't even see the calendar date. I just started watching the first 3 episodes of the series before I went on vacation. And I have to catch up with the other episodes that came out recently. But Prime hasn't been around lately, so we can watch it together. But eventually I will. And then I'll have my thoughts on that. On this unique series. And clearly this unique mobile suit, which last year I talked about the GQuuuuuuX, which everybody was trying to figure out, how do you pronounce this? Was it GQuuuuuuX or GQuuuuuuX or Quack? Or, but it's pronounced GQuuuuuuX. And by looking at the design and the look and the feel, there's a lot of detail in this kit. So much detail that I don't know how, how can I say this? I don't know how I'm going to paint it. Not only the fact that there's this feature where the V-fin, which is a big, thick, unibrow, where in the anime, you see it close, covering its eyes, and then opening up. So I'd like to know how the transformation part works on this kit. I have not watched people build the GQuuuuuuX on their channel. I like to experience it on my own and figure the whole thing out. And with now Shinjuku show over, now we already know what's coming out. We have the police Zaku, the Gelgoog, which I refer to as the GM Gelgoog. Which there were 2 variants, the red one and the green one. Supposedly we're getting, we get the gun tank. No, I think it's called the GM light cannon, I think it's pronounced. And then of course with the Shinjuku show pass, we're getting the what is it, the the red Zaku, which I'm assuming everybody's gonna go crazy for that. Didn't see announcements for the green one. But you know what? With the current one, the police Zaku, which I want to get myself also, that's going to be painted up green. I don't know if it comes with the weaponry that we are accustomed to, like the bazooka. But it is what it is. That's going to be cool. But yeah, I'm going to be building this. I'm going to be painting this. However, I'm going to fast forward everything here because as I am doing this video right now, this is actually a take 2 video. a take two, because I accidentally deleted all the raw files off my phone as I was not only recording this, but also building it, so we can all see what it looks like, as is. So here is, of course, the completed build of the GQuuuuuuX. Here it is. Let me zoom in a bit more. You cannot believe the amount of frustration that I had when I made an error on my part, realizing, oh crud. And I tried to do a recovery on my phone, but what I did was I accidentally deleted it from the phone without me transferring it over to the computer. And I did it as I'm accessing the data file from the computer. So it's not like I deleted it and it's in the trash bin of the phone. It was deleted from within my PC. I was like, are you... No. And I can imagine that would have been... I think I probably had about maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days worth of me putting this kit together. As a matter of fact, I deleted up to the backpack. I didn't assemble... I didn't assemble the backpack. I didn't record me building the backpack or recorded me building the weaponry. It's just the entire kit. So, yeah, I made a dumb goof. This is what I get when I come back from vacation. I forget things. Regardless of the case, it's done. It is a very, very elegant looking kit. And I am deeply shocked and amazed how many parts this kit has. Especially in the areas of the legs. The legs have like so many multi-layers. You feel like you're building a real grade. And I remember we were discussing this last year when I was doing the review of the G, when it was first announced, how it has these these thrusters that's part of the leg assembly, and it doesn't go all the way around. So you have this unique feature, which is actually really good, and it kind of works. The arms are very thin. There's no, first of all, there's no inner frame parts that's charcoaled for the arms. Everything is connected to these two parts, these circle parts here. And I do like this red part here that acts kind of like a ribbon, which also separates the arms when it turns, and when it turns like here. Even though I do like this unique look to this part here, this is actually a little uncomfortable. I don't know how it's supposed to be, whether it's supposed to be this way or that way. I gotta watch more of the anime. The head is one of the, I guess, most interesting aspect of the kit. First of all, you not only get one head, you get two heads. One with the open V-fin, and then the other for the closed V-fin. So you could either have it open or closed. The closed is unique because it feels like one of those mechs that will have like a heavy visor on it, and it still sees without going through all this. Same thing with this, of course, but clearly we would want it in this pose, in this look to it. The waist and the body is also really good. This is the one part that I'm a little worried about, and it's right here. And so here there is a yellow line going around the design of this, and you get a sticker for this that goes right there. And by seeing this, I'm saying to myself, okay, how am I going to paint that? Do I paint it yellow, or is it orange? I think it's orange, but you know, paint it you know, let's say yellow, right? Then you take masking tape and you mask off the areas around it, and then you painted all the charcoal color parts, or you painted all the color charcoal, and then you make a design that is the same thing here, but it leads to the leading edges of it, and then you mask off the edges there, and then you paint the rest. I have a distinct feeling that maybe we're going to be probably seeing water slide decals for this, but this should have never been a solid part. This should have been molded with the detail there, so you can see it as a guide. You don't get that on this one, which is pretty sad. I know that there's a lot of these little parts here, these little bolts that you have to paint. I'm like going ahead of myself, saying to myself, oh my god, I gotta paint all that. You have to paint inside here, but that's not all. Hold on a second. Let's back out a bit. And let me get the instructions again. There we go. So besides the detail of the kit, which we have right here, you also get the stickers. These are stickers, and these are like markings that goes around here, and I believe there, right there. That part there. I don't know about the leg. What the foot? No, I don't see. I think. Yeah, I think it's around there. This one, where do you go? Oh, okay. I see that. It's like, oh my god, you gotta put these on. These, I wouldn't be surprised if we are seeing, you know, a Bandai releasing water slide decals for this, because there's no way nobody's going to put these on unless you really are patient to do so, and forget about painting it. That's going to be small. And then of course you have this one right here that goes right there. You have the eyes. I don't know where these purple goes, and I know some of them. There's yellow that goes in the cheek area by the back of the head. Speaking of which, look at it. So this is one of my favorite parts of the leg. You have all this detail that's inside that clearly you can take apart and paint. And then you have these little tanks that go right in the leg area. It is very, very flexible and posable. I'm not a big fan of the booster. It feels like I'm looking at something like this was an idea for the aerial, and they go, you know what? I don't think it's going to work for the aerial. We're going to put it on this one. It's weak. It's unique in regards to being a booster, but if you want to turn it into a core fighter, you also have that extra part, which I am not going to put on this either. I don't know if they're going to be releasing another variant of this. And by the way, the size on this is very, very small. To understand how small this kit is, I'm going to pull out. Here's the GN Spartan, which is literally bigger. Kind of. Yeah, it's around the same size a bit, but it is skinnier. And then here's the Steel Haze from Armored Core. But painting is going to be an interesting thing I'm going to do with this. We'll talk about painting in a minute, but let's put on the weaponry and see how it looks. You get the open hands, as you can see here. But also you get the fists. And let's see here. We have the beam rifle, which technically speaking, I have not seen it in the episode, in any future episode. So we're gonna omit the beam rifle. I don't see like a place where you can actually store it. I see these two little thingies here, but I don't see no holes to put it on. It would have been great if it was there, but all right, we'll leave that alone. But the heat hawk, hold on a second, there's a part here that I forgot to remove. You get one solid mold of the heat hawk. Then we're going to take this, put that there. Put that there. I wonder, can we put this in without opening this up? Of course we can. There we go. Nice. And then we have the shield, which, let me see here. How does the shield go on this? Oh, it goes on the wrist. Not bad. That's actually not bad. I like that. Here. You also get these two beam blades. Oh, I think this one goes back there. Oh yeah. So that one goes here and there. You know, I'm gonna leave that there. Add to the flare of this. There we go. Some beam skirts. Or beam something. Let's, you know what? Let me get a stand. There we go. Be a lot easier that way. So, yeah, this is actually a good build. But I'm kind of sad that I couldn't do like a video build of me assembling this. You know what? I was going to paint this, and now after looking at this, I've now completely, utterly, changed my mind. This will be just a review of me showing off the kit, how it looks. I am not going to paint this because I think it looks okay. It really does. And that and the fact that I'm going to have to say that this design features on taking whole... I mean, do I really want to paint this? In all due fairness, I don't. It looks good. But now I kind of like lost my interest in painting it. I really do. I'm not saying that you shouldn't paint it. You know, it's all up to you guys. It is a really nice kit to see and to display. There's supposed to be, what's it, a Gundam Universe version of this coming out soon, so that'll be a little bit bigger. It would be nice to see, well, we have not heard if Bandai is going to be releasing a 1/100 scale version of this. And I don't think if they make a 1/100 scale version, they're not going to do a transformation of this. It's going to be it's going to be like, you're going to get two heads to simulate this. But it is a decent kit. So you guys understand, I got this from Hobby Link Japan, which now they're already out of stock. But you can get this in other locations, like Gundam Planet or USA Gundam Store or any other stores that sell Gundam in your area. Don't hesitate to get it. I'm very sorry that, unfortunately, I couldn't do a step-by-step review of how the parts are put on and whatever. It was a goof on my part. And hopefully I don't repeat that same process again. But it is what it is. So that is the assembly or the completion of the high-grade GQuuuuuuX from the GQuuuuuuX animated series. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care. That's all right. But it is what it is. With that being said, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and what can I say but stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all have a great day.